Hey there, Stampers. Happy Friday. Welcome to this week's Facebook Live, where we are going to scrapbook with this month's Paper Pumpkin Kit, the Hope Box. My name is Sherry Roth. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Alberta, Canada. And every month when I receive my Paper Pumpkin box, I go live with a scrapbooking project, just to show you the versatility of these fabulous crafting kits. All right, so if you are not familiar with Paper Pumpkin and what it is basically a monthly subscription box, and it's crafting based. So inside contain the contents, everything that you need apart from scissors, and maybe actually it even contains adhesive now. Apart from scissors, that you need to create whatever that month's projects are. Usually they are cards, but sometimes they're 3D projects. Like next month will be treat boxes, which is fun. So this month, the kit was designed by Shelley Gardner, the co-founder of Stampin' Up, and she designed it as, she's calling it the Hope Box. So there are enough supplies to create 12 cards for each of 3 different designs. So here's one of them, and then here's another one, and then here's the last one. The colors, the sentiments, and the supplies that you get in this month's kit are so fabulous. And look at, even the envelopes are decorative. So fun. And then of course it comes in, it doesn't always come in a nice themed box, but this month and next month we've got themed boxes. So let me share what is inside here. Now every month you get an exclusive stamp set. So this month there are a couple butterflies, there's a floral images, some splatter, and then some sentiments that kind of are hope themed. So there's the word hope, there's just a note of hope, always hope because you never know what tomorrow will bring. Where there is, and then there is faith. So you're meant to use where there is hope, there is faith, and where there is faith, miracles happen. So, and the only way you can get this is with the Paper Pumpkin subscription kit. And then of course there's instructions, and now they're colored. They used to be black and white, so it shows you kind of the step-by-step on how to create the projects. And this month it includes enough supplies so that you could decorate the box and gift it or use it for yourself. Okay, so I'm going to keep that out. On the back of the instructions, it's got a picture of all the contents, but then it's also got coordinating Stampin' Up! Colors, and then it also gives you a few alternate ideas as well. All right, I'll set that aside. Now, every month you get some die cut pieces. So this month we get this fabulous, I love this one. We're going to use that today for sure, and probably some of these as well. And then whatever you need to create the cards. So we've got a couple, these are mats for your card front. These are some flags, so we'll keep that out. Here we've got, and there always comes in multiple languages as well. So we've got Tomorrow and Hope. And then this is meant for the card box, to decorate the card box. There's some label shapes. And then of course there's envelopes, card bases. This month you also got some Blackberry Bliss ribbon, which we're going to pull out, some purple sequins, adhesive sequins, and then a Stampin' Spot. So this is Blackberry Bliss. I'm going to use my full stamp Blackberry Bliss ink pad if I use that color today. All right, so those are the contents of this month's kit. Set that aside for now. So I like to start by kind of pulling out one of each of everything. And I don't think I'm going to use these this time. I think I'm going to create something different with that. I don't think I'm going to use this. I will likely use these, and definitely some of these, perhaps some shapes, and definitely some stamps. Oh, I've got 2 of those. I've got 2 of those. Okay. So I decided my layout was going to be for 2 3x4 photos. And if you wanted to use this layout as inspiration, you could actually make it for 4 3x4 photos. But I think I'm going to do a little embellishment cluster here, and then maybe my title here. So this was almost 3 by 4. It was slightly larger. I think it was about 3 1/8 by 4 1/8. So I cut it down to 3 by 4. This one I need to cut down to 3 by 4. And you've heard me say this before. You don't throw these pieces out until you're done crafting with the kit, because you never know when they might come in handy. And then I've taken a piece of polished pink and cut it slightly larger than my 4 rectangles. I think I'm going to need to trim it down a little bit. And I use polished pink, even though the pink that's in the kit is Melon Mambo, because I just felt it worked better with some of the pieces that I pulled out. Like, I liked the way that this looked with it rather than the Melon Mambo, and the Melon Mambo is just so bright. And for those of you who watch me regularly, you know that I'm not a huge pink lover. So if it's a bit more muted, then that's better. Okay, just catching up on the comments here. Good morning, Denise and Kim and Shirley and Christine. Welcome, happy Friday. All right, so we're gonna start by sticking these pieces down, and I'm going to stick them down so that they have about, it's probably not quite 1/8 of an inch border. All right. And I have no idea what photos I'm going to put in here just yet, so I'm doing a layout without photos, which I try not to do that too often, but I find that I'm doing it more and more. And I think it's because I don't have a ton of photos left to scrapbook. I need to start taking more photos, I think. All right. So now I'm going to trim this down so that it's got an even border. Good morning, Alexina. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Welcome. All right. Okay, so now we've got that trimmed nicely. And I think that's going to go in the center. And then I was thinking this, let's pop this out. First of all, you could use this as a stencil. It would be really pretty as a stencil. I would flip it over and use it as a stencil going this way rather than this way, because that way you could still use this pretty side. But we're going to pop it out carefully so that we don't tear it. Okay, and I'm not going to use that. And what I was thinking was doing it, maybe tucking it underneath, cutting it in half, and having half poking out this way and half poking out this way. So it would look kind of like this and like this. So having it come off both sides. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm just going to use my scissors, I think, for this. Let's see. And I'm not going to overthink it too much. I'm just going to cut straight. There's some little bits sticking out here, so I don't want any pieces to fall off. So I'm trying to avoid that. There we go. Okay. All right, so that's going to get tucked under here, and this one under here. And look how that changes the look of the layout already. It's so pretty. It adds so much. It's almost like a cut file without having to own an e-cutter. And it looks so different because it's already got multiple colors on it. Good morning, Betty. Good morning, Jessica. All right. Okay, so let's see, what else have we got here? Let me have a look at the stamps here first. Okay, we've got some pretty butterflies, some speckles. I don't think I'm going to use the floral image. I might use the speckles though. Let's see what else we've got. Now, do I want any of these greetings on here? It's hard to know because always hope, because you never know what tomorrow will bring. That could be nice on here. What kind of photos would you use for this? I don't know. I might skip the sentiments in that. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. I love these little flags, especially this one. Okay, let's see. All right, so now in the card, they had these kind of layered over top of a white piece. These might be cute. Maybe not that one. That one goes sideways. Kind of tucked underneath here for some little tuck-ins to pull some of the colors in. Again, these little scraps are great for little tuck-ins as well. Let's try one with a little bit more purple here. I think I would trim that down a little bit, or we could even use a punch. Yeah, that might be nice. Okay. Let's see, what punches do I have handy that we could do kind of a decorative? Let's see. I had one here that I was using yesterday. Here we go. This one's kind of nice. All right, so this is the Label Me Lovely punch, and I was going to do this. So I'm really just looking for the decorative bit, the top part, to use as a tuck-in. So I'm just going to punch just that little bit and tuck that in there. And then I like this one because it's got all the colors. Okay, maybe we'll trim this in half just so I can save the other half in case I want to use it for somewhere else on the layout. And we're going to trim this off so it's straight. I don't need that angle cut. Okay, this one will go in first, and then this one up here. Okay, and then we could use this on here, maybe with a little bit of that. That would be cute with some baker's twine. Oh, we have this fabulous ribbon as well. Let's see here. I could do something like this, pinched with some baker's twine poking out. That would be cute. Okay, let's grab some baker's twine. Oh, looks like I'm almost out here. This ribbon is so soft. It's thick, but it's so soft. It's going to pinch beautifully, I think. All right. Rotate my knot or my bow so it's on the top. Grab my ribbon scissors to trim that off. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so I could do that up there. I could do it here. I could do it down here, or even tucked underneath. I could pop this up on dimensionals, have that tucked underneath. Let's see. We could have another little bit of pattern up here. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to sit with that for a minute and see what I think of that. I do really like this. The only thing I don't like is I don't like how that's the same width. So let's trim this a little bit shorter. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we need a title. What should we do for a title? Because I don't have photos, it's always tricky. Let's see here. If we can use the word tomorrow and the word hope in it, bonus points. Anybody have anything? Any ideas? Oh, we've got these fun ones too. Okay, let's bring back the stamp set and see what we've got here. I don't know if I want to add any speckles. I kind of like it just clean like this. But I might want to add a nice couple nice big butterflies on here. So let's do this. Let me grab a block. All right, now a little tip that I've shared before, but for any of you who are new, if you have more solid photopolymer stamps, to help them make a nice impression, what I usually do is I take a white eraser and just give them a rub and then clean them before I stamp. And this helps the ink adhere a little bit better. Grab my cleaner. Okay, Kim suggested you can use Hope on the blue paper cutout. So this one on here, okay. And what would I use for the rest of the title? All right, so let's grab some white cardstock. And now what colors? I've pulled out 3 colors. I pulled out Blackberry Bliss, and I'm thinking that might be the color that I go with just because this ribbon is a beautiful dark pop of blackberry. Oh, the big one. Let's see here. This guy, you mean? This one? Oh, Hope for Tomorrow. I like that. That uses both of them too. That's a great idea. Okay. All right. What did I do? I thought I pulled out one of those big hopes. Maybe I didn't. Did I put them back in the box? Let's see. Here it is. Okay. So I could do that. And then use the word tomorrow. Or I could use a small hope and the word tomorrow on this one. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're going to let that sit there for a minute. All right. Yes, there's a hope stamp too. I could stamp, and that's kind of in between the two. So this one here, I could stamp that. I could stamp it on the circle, which might look kind of cool. Or I could do 4 on the circle. So many ideas. Okay, let's try stamping these butterflies here. I need to order a new blackberry ink. It's kind of, I don't like the way it inks up. I might use my Stampin' Spot. Let's see, let's give it a try here. Oh, that turned out okay. Let's try another one. So see how that nice, dark, crisp blackberry kind of pulls in the ribbon. So that's the reason why I wanted to do it in the blackberry. And these will have to be fussy cut. There we go. We'll start with 2 of them. So does anybody have any fun plans for this weekend? So when you fussy cut, you can see that I'm moving the paper, not my scissors, and I'm also leaving a little bit of a white border because then you don't see your flaws so much. If you try to cut right on the line, then you do notice how imperfect your cutting is. And I mean, it's virtually impossible to cut perfectly. Oh, nice, Betty. We had a big engagement party last weekend for our daughter and her fiance, and it was so nice to see family that we hadn't seen in 2 years. It was wonderful. That sounds like it's going to be lots of fun. All right. So especially when you're doing these little nubby things that are at the bottom of the butterfly, it's so much easier to just move the paper. There we go. Okay, that's one done. We'll hold off on the other one until I know for sure that I'm going to use it. I think that would be really nice. It might be nice to have another one on this block as well for that 3rd pop. Actually, you know what? We're just going to cut it out. All right. Normally I pre-do things like this so you don't have to watch me, but when I'm scrapbooking on the fly, it's hard to know what I'm going to want and what colors I'm going to need it in. So I did not pre-do anything apart from cutting my photo mats before this video. All right. Trying to hurry. All right, so do you guys think that I should would it be too casual to do a die cut number 4 for Hope for Tomorrow, or should I stamp out the word 4? Oh, you know what? This butterfly might need some Wink of Stella. Wouldn't that be pretty? A little bit of bling. That would be so pretty. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so let me have a look in my drawer and see what I've got for alphabet sets. If I stamp out the word 4, I don't think we have anything that is current. That's why I was thinking the number 4. Okay, let's see here. All right, I've got this. This is not Stampin' Up. But I think that I will stamp just in this alphabet set right here, or that size. Now, okay, let's grab the stamp set. Let's see here. I want to try this on here. I do Hope. Let's see. Hope. And then I think I could fit the word 4 on there. I don't know that I like the circle. I don't think I'm going to use the circle. Okay. Let's go back to this and we'll set that aside. I might use, in the kit, there are also these little rectangle pieces. So I could stamp the word. I don't think it's going to be big enough. It's not going to be tall enough. Nope, that won't work either. Maybe I do need to bring this back in. Let's have a look here. Okay, let's see. What if I did? Yes, it would make a pretty sampler for sure. If I did a bigger 4 on here. Okay, let's try this. Let's do it in, I don't want to do it in blackberry because I do really want to include this blackberry on here. Let's try it maybe in the Bermuda Bay. Great thing about stamping on a circle is it doesn't really need to be straight. Hey Anne, how are you today? I am scrapbooking with this month's Paper Pumpkin kit. Did you guys see that next month is treat boxes? Going to be perfect timing for Thanksgiving, or if you wanted to make them for Halloween. It's going to be great. Okay. Stick that on there and close that up. All right. If we did this. Oh, I'm not loving it. I just don't like the circle. Okay, let's trim around this. Let me grab some longer scissors here. We're going to make it a rectangle. I think it's too big. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's try. Let's try doing this. Nope, don't like that either. All right, I might need to pull out some little stickers, or maybe even I just handwrite the word for. Okay, let's try that. Because I think it needs to be a rectangle and all one. I didn't like how that's better. Okay, now try to position my butterfly, maybe this way. I still don't love it. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. Where are those die cuts that we had? Here we go. Okay, what if I brought this down here? this and did that. Okay, that's too even. Okay, there's another one up here. Let's see. Do a little bit of the blue. I want it to be a little bit shorter. And I think maybe a little bit narrower. Add some adhesive to this. I think in the lower right hand corner is the winner. And then we'll add this. Okay, let's go ahead and add adhesive on these bits here. Grab my T-square so that I can make sure that this is straight. Okay, and I'm okay with this being a little bit lower to the bottom because I've got this bit going at the top and I will likely have a little cluster there as well. Okay, so we're going to add some adhesive down like this. So instead of using multi-purpose glue, I'm just going to add some adhesive underneath here, pop that down, and then I'll do the same thing on this side. Pop that down, and then we can add adhesive to the back of this, but I'm not going to go too close to the top because I want to be able to tuck that underneath. Okay, there we go. Now we'll add this guy, but I'm not going to push it down because this guy needs to go underneath that one. Okay, there we go. All right, I really like this butterfly here, but I'm not going to stick it down just yet because it might be better suited down here if I have another butterfly, or up there, sorry, if I have another butterfly down here. Okay, I think I'm going to pop these up using dimensionals. I know, aren't these colors fabulous? I love how bright this kit is. Let's see, we need a little edge for this guy. All right. Oh, we were going to add Wink of Stella. Let me grab my Wink of Stella here. It's been a while since I've used Wink of Stella. I'm just going to add it, I think, to the wings. Oh, it's bleeding. Let's see what this looks like. No, I don't like it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to cut another butterfly. We won't add Wink of Stella. All right, so my other butterfly will go, I think, right here. I'm not gonna make you guys watch me do that again though. I do like this up here, so let's go ahead and commit to that. We'll make this a little bit shorter. And pop it at the top, kind of overhanging. I can trim off the excess. I think that's straight. We'll trim these so that they're straight. And then we'll add some adhesive. Oh, let's trim this top bit off first before we add our ribbon, so I don't trim the top of the ribbon off. And I'm completely okay with it extending past the top, because it will stick out of my album and I'm completely fine with that. So it'll go into a page protector. All right, now we need some white twine here. Let me see if I have any left. Yes, I do. All right. And then we'll use a mini glue dot to stick this on. I think I have a, here it is. Right in the center. All right, do I want to add a third baker's twine bow up here? Let's see what that looks like. And then there are some sequins in this kit as well, which I really want to add. I think that will finish it off nicely. I know, gotta have that twine. That's right, Tracy. I tell you, I don't know what it is with me and baker's twine or linen thread or just any kind of twine. I just love it. It's always just what it needs. Okay. All right, I think we're almost done. I think if we add some sequins, and then this guy's a little crooked here. Let's do maybe, let me think here. Some here. Maybe up here. And then maybe up here. I think we're done. I like it. So I will cut another butterfly and add it right here. so that and yeah, it's unfortunate that it bled like that. It would have been nice to have a bit of sparkle on it, but that's okay. So I'll do that afterwards, and then I'll share a photo, but here we go. Here is the finished layout using this month's paper pumpkin kit. So fun. There's so many great different things that you can do with the kits, whether you make the cards or the projects exactly as they're intended to be made, or you do something completely different like I do every month. I always make a scrapbook layout, sometimes multiple layouts, and sometimes other projects as well. If you aren't a member of the Paper Pumpkin fan club, I think it's called, make sure that you go over and join if you get the monthly Paper Pumpkin kits, because there's always great alternatives there as well. There's so many great ideas. A lot of times I see ideas over there that inspire me to create something completely different. So I highly recommend that if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. And if you are not yet a Paper Pumpkin subscriber and live in Canada, I did post my link in the description, and be sure to sign up so that you can get some inspiration every month. All right. So thanks so much for watching. Have a great weekend. And yeah, I'll see you next week. All right. Take care. Bye, guys.